ribs. People just think the word spare ribs. There's a big difference. They're not obligated by law to put the size of the rib on the label, just has to say spare ribs.
Really?
That's right. Now there's 3 to 5s, 4 to 7s. An animal gets bigger as it gets older. The older it gets, these are regular ribs. These are like 4 to 7s. They're very big, a lot of fat, so you got a lot of flavor, but older animal, gonna need a lot of tenderizing.
Right.
That's what you're looking for. Very slow cooking, a lot of tenderizing. You want to marinate at least 24 hours ahead, right?
Or if you were going to slow smoke, maybe, that would be a nice choice too?
Yes.
If you're to spend a long time at a lower temperature.
Exactly. Like pulled pork.
Gotcha.
It's coming from the same exact spot on the animal.
Right.
Now, you go from regular ribs, then you go to the St. Louis style ribs, which most people don't realize that that's really a style of where they take the big brisket bone off the top, which you can't slice through, so I recommend getting that.
Right.
But the biggest thing is, that's the big restaurant used rib. They usually use a smaller size, right, which is a little more tender. You'll have the same flavor, so it'll cook nicer.
And a little quicker to prepare.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now, the big key here is to know the difference.
Okay.
Because it's not the length of the bones. So when you see it in the package, you have to look. When you look at the bottom of the bones, as it gets older, they'll get wider.
Ah.
Okay, so even if this was cut here, those bones would still be that wide.
Right.
When you come to a St. Louis rib, from a smaller rib, you see the bones
you see how small,
they're smaller.
They're thinner.
They're not as thick. That's what you see as it gets bigger. So no matter how it's cut, you'll know what rib it's from.
Wow, that's fascinating. It's almost like when you look at a pineapple, you know, to see how ripe it is, the size of the eyes on the pineapple. That is just fascinating. You know, I have been cooking all of my life, and I still learn every time you come here. It's fabulous. So, when people say baby back, what are they referring to?
This is the best one of all. Everybody thinks baby back. Baby back ribs, that's the top all the way up at the back behind the center cut pork chops. Some of the leanest meat in the whole pork loin. And because you don't want to ruin the center, which is a lot of the pork, they don't leave a lot of meat on them. It really becomes more about the meat between the bones. And like I said, you can see the bones are rounder because it's up higher. It's a lot leaner. You don't have to marinate this nearly as long. This you only want to marinate a couple hours. It'll also cook a lot quicker.
So if you're cooking same day, go for the baby back.
Go for the baby back, exactly. It's all about the meat that's between those bones, where on the regular ribs, it's mostly the meat that's all on top of these bones.
So slower cooking, middle of the road, shortest time.
Yes.
Breaks it down beautifully every single time. Ray, you're the bomb.